how do we figure out what is quality content for each of us? You might look and say, well, okay, Jerry, that's great. You put on costumes and play video games and give money away. That's quality content for you. How do I figure out what's quality content for me? Share whatever is in your heart. Just share whatever is in your heart. That is your quality content. That means some days what comes out might later be judged as crap. I've made things that I was full of passionate about. I got way into this cryptocurrency Steam, and for a year, all I did is relentlessly and endlessly pitch this cryptocurrency. That was in my heart. That's what I got all fired up and passionate about. I look back today and I'm like, oh boy. Whoo, we gotta learn from that. And we're not doing any more of that. Whoo, yuck. But at the same time, that guided me into a new passion. That opened my mind up to doing things like putting on costumes and playing video games. It's the journey. We have great ideas. Almost all of us have great ideas almost every day. To me, quality content is sharing those great ideas openly with the world. For example, today, I just had the idea. I've been working on something like this for a while, but I just got a very clear picture of it today. A TV show where it's basically like a speaker meeting. So if you go to something recovery like I do with Alcoholics Anonymous, or if you go to Al-Anon or Narcotics Anonymous or lots of those other kind of recovery groups, Gamblers Anonymous, Debtors Anonymous, they, at least at Alcoholics Anonymous, have speaker meetings where people get up in front of the room and tell their story for 20 minutes to an hour or so of what it was like. And the honesty, the sharing levels I've heard in those speaker meetings have blown me away. Like, wow, I can't believe someone would talk about their sex life so openly in front of a group of people. I can't believe someone would talk about their violent criminal history in front of a whole group of people. That is amazing. That's quality content to me, to share those things, especially that other people are unwilling to share. People are too scared to share. People are afraid to share, or people think it's against the rules to share. Quality content lots of times might be pushing the boundaries or even breaking or violating either clearly established rules or much more often just social norms. I did a stand-up comedy episode where I went into graphic detail about my sexual history and past and the thoughts in my mind. And there were a bunch of people who were offended. God, Jerry, that's terrible. That is what I had passion about at that moment. That, to me, is quality content to share straight out of my heart. And that's what's tough with quality content, is one man's trash is another man's come up. One person's idea of amazing content is another person's definition of filthy trash. The only way we can know for sure is whatever is our burning desire in our heart. Whatever you're really excited about. I'm really excited about this Skillshare course this morning. This course is answering something that seems to be in demand. We need to know very clearly what is quality content for each of us. Therefore, whatever that burning thing is you really need to talk about, it'll often be reflected in your thoughts. What are you thinking about? I woke up with a show today, an idea to do a show where people get naked and essentially do a speaker meeting of their life. A very honest, detailed, thorough, and a sometimes obscene or gross testimony of some of the most memorable moments, some of the most exciting, scary, horrifying, and some of the most memorable moments of a person's life. Often quality content may be things that can be tricky to figure out exactly how to do it. For example, something with nudity, not very easy to put anything like that up on Facebook or YouTube. However, when you have an idea for quality content and share it, people will help you figure out the entire business system. To me, having an idea and simply sharing it out in the open, that's quality content. It might help to also differentiate with what is not quality content. Therefore, our definition of quality content is sharing immediately what is in our heart and doing it with an intention of love, service, kindness, connection. When I shared my stand-up comedy, even though it was filthy and I used all kind of obscene language and I ended up taking it down later, my goal with that was to help people laugh and feel comfortable with themselves and feel comfortable telling the truth. And even though I've since taken it down, it still has made a difference on the world, as all the men and women at all the Alcoholics Anonymous meetings I've went to have made a huge difference in my world. The way to learn, all right, I'll do a new episode, I'll do a new lecture for that.